We welcome you inside the Walker Convocation Center on the beautiful campus of West Virginia State University as Video Productions proudly presents Mountain East Conference basketball featuring the Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State here in Institute, West Virginia. Today's matchup finds Charles Marshall's Lady Yellow Jackets at 5-4 going up against the Lady Falcons from Fairmont State, who enter at 3-6. First of two games today here on Video Productions from Institute. We'll have the men's game later in the day as State and Fairmont get together. Greetings from Institute along with our great Video Productions crew. I'm Mark Martin, delighted you could be with us for the action as we are now into the month of February for Mountain East Conference basketball. An interesting first month, and this is, of course, now the final month before we get set for tournament play in March in Wheeling. Players to watch in this game today for Fairmont State. They will bring in Sierra Kochman, who is the leading scorer in the Mountain East Conference. Kochman, a senior, averaging 23.7 points per game. A young lady who perhaps is on the verge of becoming the school's all-time leader for points. Of course, that position at the moment held by the great Caitlin Snyder, a Sissonville product from right here in the Kanawha Valley. Kochman averages 35.6 minutes per game. Her season high, 30 against West Liberty. She's made 33 pointers on the season, and she has 20 assists. Of course, she has been a two-time Mountain East Conference player of Mountain East Conference all-conference performer, and she was the freshman player of the year during that first campaign with the Falcons. Entered the season number 7 on the all-time scoring list. Fairmont averages 76.1 points per game, allowing 81.7. Fairmont is under the direction of second-year head coach Stephanie Anderson, who took over for the great veteran Steve McDonald. For West Virginia State, well, as we know, Charles Marshall's team will play a plethora of players here today. Fasten your seatbelts when it's time for players to enter. It's like watching hockey sometimes. They'll do 5 at a time, so a lot of players have dented that score sheet this season. But Destiny Fields, sophomore out of Reynoldsburg, Ohio, leads the way with a 15.8 points per game average. Charity Shears is next in line, young lady out of Boyd County High School in Ashland, Kentucky. Played in the 2018 Kentucky Final Four. The junior is averaging 13 points per game. Of course, her twin sister Peyton is also a member of this Lady Jacket team. She averages 6.9 a game, but you just start looking at it, and Kalia Cunningham averages 9.6 a game. Alexis Hall, 7.6. Shelby Harmeyer, 6.8. ZZ Russell, the young lady out of Winfield High School, just down the road, she averages 6.5 per contest. Chloe Sheresny at 4.3. Alana Kramer, 5.5. So a lot of different players can put points in the book for Coach Charles Marshall's team. So it is Fairmont and West Virginia State getting set to meet up. Lady Jackets raring to go here off the win over Frostburg. We'll come back, meet the starters, and bring you the opening tip-off from the Walker Convocation Center in Institute. You're watching live streaming coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball featuring the Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
The Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport. The Honda CR-V EX is loaded with premium features that you don't have to pay a premium for. Like a turbocharged engine for great performance and fuel efficiency. With advanced features like a blind spot information system. Plus, Apple CarPlay integration for your iPhone. And the best part is, in the CR-V, premium is standard. Contact your Honda dealer to learn more or shop online.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
West Virginia State and Fairmont State getting set to battle here in a Mountain East Conference showdown. Season to date for Fairmont State University, they fell to West Liberty 70-60 and 79-70 to Wheeling to begin the season. Picked up that first win over West Virginia Wesleyan 80-75. Then came back-to-back losses against Notre Dame 74-63 and Alderson Broadus 90-81. Then they stringed together two in a row. Davis and Elkis 100-60 and Concord in an overtime game. It was 90-85. And came a loss to Glenville, 103-75, and Charleston, 99-66. Again, Fairmont State 3-6 on the season. For West Virginia State University, they fell in the opener to Glenville State, 126-82. Concord, 70-67. Notre Dame, 75-63. And then they defeated AB, West Virginia Wesleyan, D&E, and West Liberty in 4 straight games. Then it was a loss to Wheeling, 104-99. Then a defeat over Frostburg, 113-81 last week. You were checking out the starting lineups there for Fairmont, and there are state starters: Whitehead, Cunningham, Shears, Hall, and Russell going to get it going here for Charles Marshall's crew. Alan McVeigh, public address announcer, introducing the starters, and then we are set to play basketball. State on the season has scored over 100 in 4 games, and they won all 4 of those games, and just on the verge of 100 against Wheeling in a 104-99 loss. Katie Darnell, Jertea Hall, Sarah Kochman, Maddie Huffman, and Bree Wilson are the starters for Fairmont Senior. And with Wilson, Huffman, Hall, and Darnell, 4 of your 5 starters for Fairmont are West Virginia natives. Again, Stephanie Anderson in her 2nd year as the head coach. Great player at Morgantown High and Cal, PA. Mickey Glenn, her assistant, who was an outstanding performer at Bridgeport and a 3-time All-American at Cal. 4th all-time leading scorer at Cal, PA. Our officials are Eric Stakem. He is the referee. Stephen Mikuluk and Stephen Robinson will work with Stakem today. And we are set to jump at center circle, and this one is underway. Great to have you with us here on Video Productions from the beautiful Walker Convocation Center, the Doris and Walter Johnson Arena on the Lester Raines Court. That's where the action unfolds. Shot from the outside, and it's good from a young lady right here in the Kanawha Valley, Katie Darnell, 5'6" sophomore, went to George Washington High School. So Fairmont on the board first, and throwing the basketball away is State. And here comes Fairmont, and Wilson gets open, and Wilson will put it in. Make that Hall. Hall scores, and she has her first 2 of the game. Shot will not go for State. They keep battling around, and Russell gets it back outside, and now from the corner, the shot is up and good. 3-pointer by Alexis Hall. Hall coming into today's game with 5 threes on the season. Get it down to Wilson, and Wilson is going to be fouled. Looks like it will be on Aaron Whitehead. Another look at the 3 from Hall. Drains it from the corner. So that puts Bree Wilson at the line, freshman out of Parkersburg High, making a 7th start here today, and she knocks the first free throw through the net. And the foul was on Whitehead. So Wilson gets the first, can't make the second, and now here is State with the basketball, and a nice play there. Turned in by Huffman. And Huffman gets it to Hall. Darnell trying to keep it alive, and she'll go out of bounds, and now the shuffling begins for Charles Marshall at the 8:39 mark here of this first quarter of play, and 5 new players going to roll into the game. Hannah Shriver, Charity Shears, Destiny Fields, Alana Kramer, and Shelby Harmeyer all in there. So Huffman will pick up the foul, her first, team foul number 1 on Fairmont State University. Right there, seated along the end line, one of the great athletic trainers in the entire country, no matter the level. Bob Cable, just a great guy. Driving and scoring is Fields for State, and will draw the foul. Jertea Hall will pick up the foul. That's her first. 2 team fouls now on Fairmont. Up with the shot, and it is good by Fields. So Fields with the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. State with the lead, 6-5. Here comes Fairmont. Hall into the lane. Shot is short, but Wilson gathers it and gets it back out into the hands of Huffman. On the move now is Kochman, and Kochman, just a great scorer. What a player. And she has her first 2 of the game. Fairmont back on top by 7. On the move, driving, and a foul going to be called. Shriver took it strong to the basket. And number 1 collides with Fairmont's number 1, Katie Darnell. So Darnell has her first. See Shriver on the move there. Hall is checking out of the game for Fairmont State University, and checking in is number 4, Alyssa D'Angelo. Shriver's first one twirls out of there. Coming in 7 of 10. Sinks the second. And we're evened up at 7-7. Kochman will glide her way across the timeline, gets it to Wilson. Wilson, nice pass to Darnell, who has 4. Fairmont back in the lead by 2. Fields cutting to the basket, going to use the left hand off the glass. Nice play by Fields, who has 5 after checking in. Darnell on the move. Couldn't get it to drop, and here comes Shriver across the 10-second line and down to Fields. Boy, Fields was open, but just couldn't get it to fall through. Back the other way, Fairmont. Huffman on the move. Huffman, a nice little stutter step there by Huffman, but her shot is short. Shriver on the move again. This is Harmeyer. She can be dangerous from the outside, but they cut her off. Shriver works it between the circles. Harmeyer releases. Back of the iron. Nice rebound there, but Kramer's shot will not go. They've had a couple of chances here. Kochman, boy, beautiful feed there to Wilson. Wilson has 3. Kochman had 20 assists coming into the game, and those great eyes that she has out on the court on display right there. Fairmont by 2. Well, Harmeyer made the move, but miscommunication between Harmeyer and Shriver. Another look at that nice feed to Bree Wilson. Substitutions being made here by State on the dead ball. 6:17 remaining here in this opening quarter of play. Darnell bounces it to Jalen Gibbs, and she couldn't handle the pass. It's going to be State's ball. Leah Cunningham, Peyton Shears, Alexis Hall, Aaron Whitehead, and ZZ Russell out on the court at the moment for State. Fairmont countering with Katie Darnell, Alyssa D'Angelo, Jalen Gibbs, Sierra Kochman, and Gracie Lamb has checked in. Outstanding player from Lincoln High School up near Clarksburg, and I believe you got Russell for the travel there. And Fairmont coming in averaging 76 points per game. They allow 81. State at 92.3 and giving up 83.6. Well, nice play there by State defensively. They couldn't get it to go through, but they still have the basketball. Nice little spin move to the hoop, and Alexis Hall will score. Hall with 5 here in the opening quarter play. Fairmont breaking the pressure. D'Angelo lets it fly, and she knocks down the 3. That's her 28th 3 of the season. Russell is going to be fouled. Nice move there by Alexis Hall, who comes in averaging 7.6, played at Colgrove High School down the road across the river from Huntington. Kochman will come out. Checking in for Fairmont is Presley Tuttle, player out of North Marion High School in West Virginia. So a good crop of West Virginia players on this Fairmont roster. Russell could not get the first one to go through, but sinks this one. State trails Fairmont by 2. Darnell off the glass and good. Darnell with 6 points here in the opening quarter. Shot from the outside. No good. Ball rattled around. On the move. Fairmont. D'Angelo up with it. Ball tapped around, and State going to come out of there with it. Russell from the corner drills the 3. It waited momentarily there, but it's a 3 by Wvsu Russell. 16-15. Darnell's shot could not drop. State. On the offensive attack, and couldn't get it to go. There's the shot by Wvsu Russell, knocking it through. Got a timeout here on the floor. We break away. Mountain East Conference basketball action on Video Productions.
Have dreams.
You have dreams.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
For more than 125 years, West Virginia State University has been educating generations of students who have gone on to change the world.
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
Back to live action here at the Walker Convocation Center. 16-15 is our score. Kochman weaving her way through traffic and getting it into the hands of Tuttle. Tuttle's shot would not drop. Fairmont keeps the possession alive. Harmeyer picking up the foul for State. In the inbounds pass comes to Kochman. Kochman over to Lamb. Lamb on the move to Kochman. Well, they're going to show Kochman a lot of attention today. Leading scorer, shot clock down to 3. They get it over to Kochman. Well, she got it away and hit it, but just not in time. Good defense by State and a chance for the Lady Jackets to now take the lead here on this possession. Fairmont leading at 16-15 here, opening quarter of play. A beautiful move by Kramer for State. Kramer's first 2 of the contest. State in the lead, 17-16. Bree Wilson on called for the foul there, as you saw that beautiful move by Kramer, and that's going to put Harmeyer at the line. Wilson with 2. I think that 1, and now Harmeyer will sink the first free throw. Harmeyer coming in hitting 77% from the free throw line. And she has both free throws. 19-16. Tuttle in trouble. Got it to Lamb, and Lamb couldn't hold on. And now down the floor, Kramer ahead of the pack, and she'll lay it in. Kramer has 4. Tuttle launches and can't connect. Shriver comes out of there with it on the move for State. Here's Fields on the baseline. Get it back to Kramer, and she wants to drive. Guarded closely there by D'Angelo. A good defense there by State. Ahead to Kramer. Back in for Fairmont, number 22, Huffman, and number 3, Hall. And State making wholesale substitutions, 21-16. Kramer. Cannot get either to drop. D'Angelo gets the loose ball, gets it to Kochman, who gets it ahead to Bree Wilson. Here's Hall in the paint. Back out to the conference's leading scorer, and showing why as she delivers with the three-pointer and makes it a 2-point game. Leah Cunningham. We have a traveling situation. Kramer's going to come out, and Peyton Shears is going to come in for State. You don't see a single substitution too often with this patented offense that Coach Marshall likes to run. (21-19) game here. First quarter of play. Huffman with it for State. Over to Kochman. And boy, Huffman, she's got range out of Parkersburg Catholic High School, and she sinks it. And Fairmont back on top. Third 3 of the quarter for the Lady Falcons. The drive by Russell. Huffman across the timeline to Wilson from the corner. The shot rattling around, but Hall was going to get it to go. She couldn't, but there with the stick back is Gibbs, and she draws the foul. Aaron Whitehead will check in for State. And Sheresny goes out. So Cunningham, Peyton Shears, Alexis Hall, and Aaron Whitehead, along with the young lady with the ball in her hands, ZZ Russell. That's the 5 on the floor at the moment for State. So the foul will be assessed to Alexis Hall. It's her first. Fairmont has the basketball. On the attack is Huffman. From the outside, Bree Wilson's shot won't go, and going up and snagging the rebound is West Virginia State's Alexis Hall, but throws it away. Wilson here with it. And Wilson, knocked out of the hands of Wilson by Cunningham, but it will be Fairmont's basketball. We're under a minute to go here. Fairmont leading it 24-21. Fairmont looking for its 4th win of the season. State trying to get to 6-4. Each team playing game number 10 here this afternoon in Institute. Bree Wilson on the drive. Huffman shot. They got a piece of that one. Whitehead ran it down. And now it will be Kalia Cunningham across the timeline. Shot clock and game clock just about dead even. And Cunningham was bumped by Wilson. And they're going to have to get Katie Darnell in for Wilson. Wilson second. 14 fouls here in this first quarter for Fairmont. And Cunningham's first. Was missed, but the second is made. 81% free throw shooter, 24-22. Fairmont with the ball. Kochman going to have to get rid of it, and she does, but nothing happening there. 24-22, good first quarter. We're back in a moment in Institute. You're watching Mountain East Conference basketball on Video Productions.
The Honda CR-V EX is loaded with premium features that you don't have to pay a premium for. Like a turbocharged engine for great performance and fuel efficiency. With advanced features like a blind spot information system. Plus, Apple CarPlay integration for your iPhone. And the best part is, in the CR-V, premium is standard. Contact your Honda dealer to learn more or shop online.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
24-22 as we head to the second quarter here in Institute. Along with our great video productions crew, Mark Martin, delighted to have you with us for coverage of Fairmont State University and West Virginia State University. Men's game will follow. We will have it for you. Bob Boland will join me for that one. 4 ties and 4 lead changes in that first quarter of play. Fairmont with the basketball. Nice maneuvering there by Gibbs, and Gibbs puts it through. Jalen Gibbs now with 4 in the game. Charity Shears to Shriver. Straight away 3, got it. Shriver guns it in. She has 4 in the game. 26-25. Down on the baseline. Fairmont working it. And boy, hitting the deck hard there was Hall. Another look of beauty by Shriver. And just going to pull that. A turnover by Fairmont. And State will have possession of the basketball. Looking to go back on top. Shriver guarded closely there by Maddie Huffman. Getting a new basketball. Harmeyer. Nice bounce pass to Fields in traffic and will score. Destiny Fields now with 7 in the game. Huffman on the move. Nice dish to Darnell. And Darnell scores it. Darnell now with 6 in the game. Nice cut there by Fields. Madison Riley, 5'5" sophomore out of Buford, Georgia, checking in. Shriver will walk it across the timeline for State. They trail by 1. Shriver hit that big three a moment ago. Now they get it down low to Harmeyer. Spinning around, one-handed shot wouldn't go. Rebound, up and in. Nice play by Fields. Fields is a player. Coming in again, averaging 15.8. Straight away, the top scorer in the conference. Kochman could not get that one to fall through. So State by 1 and looking to add to its lead as Charity Shears dribbles across the timeline. On the move, kicks it back into the hands of Riley. There was a collision, and we'll have a foul called, and this is going to go against State. Shears has her first. Substitutions taking place for both teams. I think State's going to get a new 5 on the floor. And it's going to be Kalia Cunningham, Peyton Shears, Alexis Hall, Aaron Whitehead, and Russell. State countering with Darnell, D'Angelo, Tuttle, Kochman, and Huffman. Missed shot. Boy, D'Angelo had it right there and just could not get the stick back to go through. Cunningham on the move, up with the tough shot. And getting in there and snagging the rebound was Kochman. Darnell to Tuttle. Back to Kochman. Kochman on the move. Nice feed there and a good play by Kochman and Darnell. Darnell has 8. Fairmont back in the lead, and right back comes State as ZZ Russell will score it. Russell has 6, including a 3. Shot from the corner. It's going to hit the back of the iron off the release from D'Angelo. Here comes Cunningham. Up with the shot. Cunningham using the glass and scores and draws the foul. Huffman picks up her second. So Cunningham, and there she goes and draws that foul, now trying to convert the three-point play, and she does. She's 2 of 3 at the line in the game, coming in 81.5% free throw shooter, and she now has 4 points, and State leads it by 4. But here comes Fairmont back on the offensive end. Ball slapped away. So new players heading back into the game for State on the dead ball. Fairmont's ball, and it's Gracie Lamb getting it out front to Darnell. Tuttle has it. Lamb now with it. Kochman with the shot. Boy, what a trigger she has. Kochman guns it through, her second 3. She has 8 in the game, driving and scoring, but called for the travel is Destiny Fields in a 1-point game with 6:15 to go here in the second quarter. Kochman, we better get on her quick. Such a great release. She gets it across the timeline for Fairmont, who looks to go back on top on this possession. Katie Darnell to D'Angelo. Now to Lamb. And boy, yet again, State manages to force Fairmont State University into a shot clock violation. Shriver angles across the timeline for the Jackets. Here's Fields on the move. Fields using that glass but couldn't get it to go. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Fairmont's basketball. State will make changes. Fairmont makes one as Darnell heads out and Hall comes back in. So they replace one Charleston resident or native with another, as they both now reside in Fairmont. All right, Lamb had to back up there a little bit. Kochman comes to help out. Here's D'Angelo. Nice bouncer there, and Gibbs couldn't get it to go, but Gibbs going to go back up with it and still could not get it to drop. Serena Reeves in the game for the first time for State, and she puts up the shot and gets it to go. The one-hander by Reeves, number 33 out of Surprise, Arizona, has her first bucket and makes it a 36-33 game. We got a break in the action here in Institute. A good one between the Lady Jackets of State and the Lady Falcons of Fairmont. We return in a moment on Video Productions.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
The Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport.
Four ties, 9 lead changes. And at the moment, State with a 36-33 advantage over Fairmont State University. Second quarter of play here at the beautiful Walker Convocation Center inside the Doris and Walter Johnson Arena on the Lester Raines court. That's where Fairmont and State do battle here. Fairmont with the basketball, down 3. Katie Darnell zips it across to Hall. Gracie Lamb. Hall on the drive, up with the shot. Tough shot, but she was fouled. The foul is on Alexis Hall. It's her second, and that will put Hall at the line. Hall coming in a 66% free throw shooter. Our officiating crew, Eric Stakem, Stephen Mikuluk, and Stephen Robinson, discussing something. State with Kalia Cunningham, Alexis Hall, Aaron Whitehead, ZZ Russell, and Serena Reeves. Those are the 5 on the floor. Fairmont countering with Katie Darnell, Bertalia Hall, Alyssa D'Angelo, Sierra Kochman, and Gracie Lamb. So Hall now with 5. State missing an offensive opportunity, so here comes Fairmont. Back on the attack. Gracie Lamb on the move. A wide open Hall in the corner, rims out of there. Reeves, who hit that big bucket a moment ago, gets the rebound there off the miss. Here's Easy Russell on the attack. And Russell is going to be hit with the offensive foul. New players arriving for State onto the floor. So Russell with her first foul in the game. Fairmont on the attack, trying to get it tied or perhaps take the lead, and D'Angelo lost the handle. As we go under 4 here in this first half. Fighting Falcon men's team making their way into the arena. A steal by Fairmont. Here comes Lamb with it. Lamb to D'Angelo. She's open. She shoots. Can't get it to drop. Harmeyer with the rebound for State. Jackets on the attack now. Well, thought about the three was Kramer, and then Kramer took off and went to the hoop. And Kramer is hit with the foul, her first. 4 team fouls on State here in the quarter. So Fairmont, another opportunity here to tie this game up. Ball kicked out of bounds off the foot of Fields. Save the kicking for tomorrow with Super Bowl 55. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers going up against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Chiefs trying to win 2 in a row. Brady in his 10th Super Bowl. Should be a great day. But at the moment, great basketball game right here in Institute. Women's Mountain East Conference style. Fairmont, again, another opportunity for the Falcons to tie it up. State comes away with it. And it's Cunningham. Back out to Harmeyer, who has unlimited range. And she shows it right there. Delivering the three, 39-34. Harmeyer strokes it. It's her 12th three-pointer of the season. Fairmont missing again. State with the ball, and we're going to have an offensive foul called on Shriver. Another look at Harmeyer's beauty from three-point range. Shriver's first foul. All right, another big lineup change for State. Fairmont down 5. Needing a bucket here, keeping it close as D'Angelo drives. She can't get it to go, but will draw the foul. Cunningham with her first foul, and that will bring D'Angelo to the line out of Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, went to Thomas Jefferson High School. And she hits the first, coming in a 75% free throw shooter. Can't get this one to go. Cunningham running things from between the circles. Over to Peyton Shears, and Shears threw it away, and then fighting for the basketball was Russell, and they're going to get Russell for the foul. Five team fouls now on State. Fairmont has just one. Kochman at the free throw line, her first attempt from the stripe today. And she knocks down both. Kochman is now 33 of 33 at the line this season. Makes it a 2-point game. Cunningham penetrates, and Cunningham wheels around D'Angelo and scores it. And here is great D on the inbounds by State. Good job by State. They got the bucket and then got a steal, and a foul is called on Fairmont. Foul is going to be charged to Gracie Lamb. That is Lamb's first, and that is team foul number 4. Boy, just what a play there by Cunningham, speeding to the bucket. Alexis Hall hits the first. Now we'll try to hit another. Hall coming in, just a 53% free throw shooter, but nothing but net on those two. And Hall now has 7 in the game. Destiny Fields is back in for State. State with a 6-point lead, and Shriver going for the ball there as they got it into Kochman. And Shriver going to pick up the foul. I believe that's her second. It is. So that will put Kochman back to the line. She tries to keep it close here in this first half as we are under 2 minutes to go. Oh, Kochman's first miss of the season. 43-38. Shriver. Long shot, no good by Charity Shears. Here comes Fairmont. D'Angelo going to try to split 2 defenders. She had a good idea there, but just couldn't get it to go. The rebound by Gibbs, and a foul is called. So the foul going to be called on Charity Shears. D'Angelo comes out. Gibbs is at the line. And Gibbs gets it to go. Gibbs could not get the second one to go. She's made one of three attempts in this game. Madison Riley picking up a foul there on the offensive end. So an opportunity here for Fairmont. Down 4. Gracie Lamb negotiates and gets it across the timeline. Goes to Gibbs. Yep, Gibbs walked with it. I never try to officiate, but that one you kind of saw. Stephen Mikuluk made the call. Well, Fairmont had an opportunity there on the offensive end, but they turn it over. Shriver to Destiny Fields. On the move is Cunningham. Cunningham gets the bucket and is fouled. Fairmont has turned it over 10 times, so the foul was on Tuttle. That's her first. That was a bucket by Riley that scored it there for State. It's a 46-41 game. State up by 5, looking to work it down here. Harmeyer, again, she's deadly, and Harmeyer with her second 3 of the game. She has 8. It's 49-41, 8-point lead. Biggest lead of the game. Here's Tuttle, a 3 in and out, wouldn't go. State's got a chance, going to have to hurry. And a travel on the Jackets, so 0.5 on the clock. And Harmeyer looking, and then just the defender off just enough. And Harmeyer released it and scored it. Here's Fairmont. Gibbs, couldn't get even a shot off, and State heads to the locker room leading Fairmont State University by a count of 49-41. Great half of basketball, and we'll be back to talk about it in just a moment. You're watching Mountain East Conference basketball featuring West Virginia State University, being presented by Video Productions.
I'm Stuart Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids, you need to act now.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
You have dreams.
Where do you start to build the skills necessary to make them happen?
At West Virginia State, you learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
My husband should have died that night. The car was on a fence, upside down. Trees were coming through the windshield.
The people who opened the door for me, one of the first questions they asked me is, how are you alive?
For my kids, Timmy's invincible. And it was just like that he could have been gone. He was like, this is all we're gonna own. We're getting another Honda. It saved my life. My kids are not going in anything else.
49-41 is our score here, and West Virginia State leads it by a count of 49-41. Been a game of back and forth until right there at the end of that first half, and then State got things going, and 10-4 run over the last 2.5 minutes. And so they lead it right now here at the break as they look to get to 6-4 on the season, and Fairmont gunning for its 4th win of the campaign. Some good individual plays by both teams in this first half of action. Home of the Jackets, and State on top of Fairmont State University, 49-41. We'll come back and look at some individual numbers in a moment. You're watching Mountain East Conference basketball featuring West Virginia State University, being presented by Video Productions.
The Honda Pilot is great for family adventures, as well as the not-so-friendly ones. We made it tougher than it needed to be. Because you never know what you'll come up against. The Honda Pilot with available all-wheel drive. The ultimate modern family SUV.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
(49-41) West Virginia State over Fairmont State here in Institute. Great to have you with us as Video Productions brings you live streaming coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball featuring West Virginia State University. We're inside the beautiful Walker Convocation Center, the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena on the Lester Raines Court, and State on top by 8. 9 lead changes, 4 ties in the first half of action. Biggest lead is this 8-point bulge by the Lady Jackets. Looking at individual numbers in this first half of play for West Virginia State, a lot of players have gotten into the scoring act. Their leading scorer, though, Destiny Fields, is tops right now with 9 points. Shelby Harmeyer has 8 points. Alexis Hall has scored 7. ZZ Russell with 6, along with Kalia Cunningham, who also has 6. Hannah Shriver has 4. Alana Kramer has 4. Madison Riley has 3. And Serena Reeves has 2. West Virginia State, we know they use the bench a lot. They put in a lot of players, so they have 30 bench points at the moment. For Fairmont State, leading the way, the conference's leading scorer, Sierra Kochman, who has 11 points in the game. She's 2 of 2 from the three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. That was her first miss of the season. She came into this game 31 of 31 on the campaign. Charleston native Katie Darnell has double figures, and she scored 10 in the first half. And then Talia Hall had 5. Jalen Gibbs had 5. 4 points for Alyssa D'Angelo, 3 for Bree Wilson, and 3 for Maddie Huffman. A couple of gals who are from Parkersburg, West Virginia, outstanding players. Wilson at Parkersburg High, and Madeline Huffman, a great girls high school basketball player at Parkersburg Catholic. We'll come back and talk team stats in a moment. You're watching live streaming coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball featuring West Virginia State University on Video Productions.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport. The Honda CR-V EX is loaded with premium features that you don't have to pay a premium for. Like a turbocharged engine for great performance and fuel efficiency. With advanced features like a blind spot information system. Plus, Apple CarPlay integration for your iPhone. And the best part is, in the CR-V, premium is standard. Contact your Honda dealer to learn more or shop online.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
We are back inside the Walker Convocation Center on the beautiful campus of West Virginia State University, home of the Jackets, and the Jackets of head coach Charles Marshall in the lead over Fairmont State University by a count of 49-41. Let's look at team stats here from this first half of play. And for State, 17 of 32 from the field, 53.1%. Fairmont State, 15 of 44, 34% from the three-point line. The Yellow Jackets have knocked down 5 of 9. Fairmont has rifled in 14 and made 4. Rebounds, State with the edge at 29-22 at the free throw line. State 10 of 15. Fairmont State 7 of 13. State has turned it over 12 times, and Fairmont has turned it over 10 times. Some other numbers here in this first half of action. Again, we mentioned the bench points, 30-9 edge for State in that department. Second chance points, Fairmont with a 13-9 advantage. Points in the paint, State 24 and Fairmont 18. State has blocked 2 shots, each team with 5 steals. Again, there were 4 ties, 9 lead changes. And again, the biggest lead of the game, this 8-point cushion for West Virginia State. Fairmont's had the lead a couple of times, largest being 4, and that was at the 9:25 mark of the first quarter. Last lead for Fairmont, 7:26 in the second quarter when they were up 30-29. Again, coming up here on Video Productions, we'll have a showdown of the 2 men's teams. Fairmont State coming in with a record of 4-2, and Brian Poor's team, a nice winning streak going, and now they'll try to get back on the winning side of things here today after losing to Frostburg the other night. They'll enter at 6-2. Again, Fairmont is 4-2. Fighting Falcons of second-year head coach Tim Koenig. That is a record of 22-6 last season. Took over for Jared Calhoun, who had been an assistant with Bob Huggins. They're in Morgantown. So we got some good basketball coming up for you here on Video Productions. Teams back out on the floor. Referees ready. We'll break away and come back and bring you the second half in a moment on Video Productions.
I'm Stuart Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids,
Getting set for second half action now. We are underway here. State will have the basketball. I'm going to make a correction. I was mentioning Fairmont State's second-year head coach Tim Caney. He replaced former Mountaineer Joe Missoula, who had replaced former Mountaineer assistant Jared Calhoun. Definitely a Mountaineer connection there with Calhoun and Missoula. Katie Darnell picking up her second foul here as we get this third quarter underway, and Destiny Fields at the line and now in double figures, becomes the first double-figure scorer in the game for State. Fairmont State with a couple in Kochman and Darnell. (51-41) the score. 10-point lead. First double-figure lead of the game, and Darnell driving in, and she'll draw the foul. Shelby Harmeyer picking up the foul, her second. Darnell entering today's game, 61% free throw shooter. Missed her first attempt of the day, but swishes this one back to single digits at 51-42. State opening it up here with Hannah Shriver, Charity Shears, Destiny Fields, Alana Kraber, and Shelby Harmeyer. Katie Darnell, Jertea Hall, Sierra Kochman, Madeline Huffman, and Bree Wilson for Fairmont State. Shot clock is at 5. Shot from the outside, and it is good by Kramer. Kramer with 6 in the game. Back to a double-digit lead now at 11. Driving and scoring is Kochman. They'll need a big half from her. 53-44. Good play there by Huffman. Intercepting that pass, or at least knocking it away, and then driving and drawing the foul will be Hall. Shriver picks up her third foul as Charles Marshall will make 5 new substitutions. Russell and Whitehead, Peyton Shears, Hall at the line, and Kertea Hall knocks it through. She has 6 in the game. 53-44. And has both free throws, 7 in the game, 53-46. So it's Cunningham, Shears, Hall, Peyton Shears, that is, on that roster with her twin sister, Charity. Alexis Hall, Aaron Whitehead, and ZZ Russell. 53-46, and State throws it away, and Fairmont State, a defensive break they need. Now trying to capitalize on the offensive end. They're going to see pressure here by State A good job by State. They got the basketball, tipped it around, and up, and a foul going to be called. Huffman has picked up her third foul. Huffman making her 8th start today. She had 1,500 points at Parkersburg Catholic, a first-team All-Stater in Class Single A 3 times. Where she was involved in the final game of the girls' state basketball tournament when Parkersburg Catholic defeated Tucker County. Hall making the free throws. She now has 9, and good defense. And drawing the foul is State. Taya Hall, she picks up the foul, and then State capitalizes with Hall gunning in the three-pointer. Now it's 58-46, but quickly Kochman comes back and scores. She has 15 in the game, 10-point game. State on the move up, and this shot will not drop for Cunningham. Here comes Fairmont. Hall, she'll stop off the glass. Nicely done by Hall, who has 9. A little pace here now between these two. 58-50. But back to Huffman just for a moment. It was Parkersburg Catholic gunning for a state championship in their opening round game, and they knocked off Tucker County, and then the tournament was shut down due to COVID. That's the last high school basketball game that's been played in West Virginia. Nice shot there on the baseline by Whitehead, who dents the scoring book. Back to a 10-point advantage for State. Biggest lead has been 11. On the inbounds, pressure by State, and here comes Huffman. Across the timeline, dishing it to Wilson, and Wilson is hammered there. Foul going to be assessed on Harmeyer, who has 3 now in the game. Kochman to Gracie Lamb, who's checked in. It was a tough pass that Kochman fielded, and then she was just about close to stepping out. She throws it away. Tough break for Fairmont as State will look to add to its 10-point lead at 60-50. Shriver into the front court. Yep, that's a walk by Charity Shears out of Boyd County High School. Played for Pete Fraley in the Lady Lions in the 2018 Kentucky Final Four. A great basketball tournament in the Bluegrass State, the Sweet 16. No classes in Kentucky. And on the inbounds, we got a whistle. Foul is on Destiny Fields, and that's her first. Gracie Lamb. Lamb was a great performer at that girls' state basketball tournament. She gets it to Katie Darnell. Darnell on the move to Bree Wilson. Wilson's shot will not go, and going up and getting the missed shot was Madison Riley. Riley gets it back to Shriver. Shriver on the move. Gets it into the hands of Alexis Bennington Horton. Here's Shriver on the move with the one hand. He can't get it to drop. A whistle and a foul called with 6:07 to go in this third quarter. And Bree Wilson now with her third foul. There's Shriver on the move. So Wilson will come out and Jalen Gibbs will come in. Gibbs out of Wellington, Ohio. Shriver at the line has a three-pointer and a free throw. She's now 1 for 3 at the line. And cannot get either to drop. Fairmont with a chance here to get this game into single digits. Kochman heaves it down the floor to Hall. Skip pass to Kochman. Kochman in trouble. And quick hands by Shriver as Kochman tried to get it back to Lamb. Ball goes out of bounds. Kalia Cunningham checks in. Shriver heads out. An important possession here for Fairmont. Pass down low. Gibbs using the glass too strong. Darnell got the missed shot. Hall dumps it down, and Lamb is rejected, gets it to Darnell. And boy, Fairmont getting a lot of chances here, and finally they convert. 7 for Gibbs, 60-52. Fairmont had to earn that basket. On the move, it's Cunningham driving, scoring, and draws the foul. She has 8 in the game, and State back on top by 10. Another look at Cunningham on the move from the left-hand side. Cunningham connects. Cunningham now with 9 in the game. The three-point play. Inbounds pass. It's saved there by Kochman. Kochman guarded closely. Gets it back to Darnell. Darnell right down the middle of the lane. Boy, nice pass and a nice move by Darnell. 63-54. Shears launching the three. Won't go. Gibbs gets it to Lamb. Lamb in all kinds of trouble there. She had 3 defenders around her, but they bail her out there by committing the foul. We got a break in the action here in Institute. 9-point lead for the Lady Jackets of State over Fairmont State. We'll return in a moment to the Walker Convocation Center in Institute on Video Productions.
I'm Stuart Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids, you need to act now.
Mountain East Conference basketball featuring the West Virginia State University Lady Yellow Jackets entertaining Fairmont State here in Institute. A 63-54 lead for State, and Gracie Lamb cutting into it with the free throw. Gracie Lamb. Shot is up. Lamb 2 for 2. On the move, driving, and shot would not drop. So the foul was on D'Angelo, who now has 2. Cunningham making the second of two. 64-56 game. Darnell to Lamb. Here's Gibbs in trouble. Gibbs a little too strong off the glass. Rebound, Fields to Shriver. They work it down to Fields. So they played pitch and catch there, but couldn't come up with anything. And now Darnell drives. And Darnell is going to be hit with the offensive foul, her third. Fairmont was trying to whittle away at that state lead, which right now at 8, 64-56. Shriver guarded tightly by Lamb. And boy, just a wide open Fields, and she scores it. Fields has 13 in the game. Back to a 10-point state lead over Fairmont. Here comes Darnell. Bouncer over to D'Angelo, driving in. D'Angelo's shot rattles in and out. State with the ball. Shriver gets away from Lamb. From the corner, shot by Shears is good. Charity Shears with a three-pointer to make it a 13-point West Virginia State lead, and Fairmont wants a timeout. We'll break away 69-56, West Virginia State by 13 here in the third. Hey, Robbie. Hey, Robbie.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
My husband should have died that night. The car was on a fence, upside down. Trees were coming through the windshield.
The people who opened the door for me, one of the first questions they asked me is, how were you alive?
For my kids, Timmy's invincible. And it was just like that he could have been gone. He was like, this is all we're gonna own. We're getting another Honda. It saved my life. And my kids are not going in anything else.
It's a 13-point lead for West Virginia State over Fairmont with 3:14 to go here in the third. Destiny Fields is West Virginia State's top scorer with 13. Sierra Kochman has 15 for Fairmont. And boy, Huffman just had that one simply taken away by Fields, and Fields takes it down and scores. Fields now with 15. And State with a 15-point lead, our biggest lead of the game. D'Angelo on the drive, and D'Angelo, nice move to the hoop, and she has 6, 71-58. Madison Riley with the basketball to Shriver. Shriver. Shears just hit that big three. Shriver in trouble. Nice play there by Kochman. Boy, just stepped right in front of that pass and took it away. Kochman gets it to D'Angelo. D'Angelo scored a moment ago. Gets it to Tuttle, and Tuttle will drain the three. Tuttle's first basket of the game, and we're back to a 10-point encounter at 71-61. State got it to 15, but Fairmont with a couple of buckets. D'Angelo and Tuttle. Fields, guarded by Kochman, each with 15, and a shot is up, and a foul is called. D'Angelo finding Tuttle, the former North Marion standout, nothing but net. All right, 5 new players checking in for State. Bree Wilson's going to come back in for Fairmont with 1:54 to go here in the third. Wilson with 3 fouls. Gibbs heading out with 3. Destiny Fields up and in. Destiny Fields has 16 in the game, so at the moment she is the leading scorer of the contest. 17 for Fields, who came in averaging 15.8 on a team that uses a lot of personnel and a lot of players score points. Inbounds pass, and we're going to be shooting free throws for Fairmont. So the foul was charged to Peyton Shears. Her second. Each team with 5 fouls. Huffman's free throw will not go. (73-61) our score. So Kochman commits her first foul. On the move there was Kalia Cunningham out of Homewood, Alabama, coming in, averaging 9.6. Third leading scorer on this Lady Jacket team, and she hits the back part of the iron there. Cunningham with 10 in the game. 4 of 7 at the stripe. And she gets that one to go. 74-61, 13-point lead for State. Biggest lead has been 15. Now trying to lead D'Angelo, but State comes away with the basketball, and then the shot hits the back part of the backboard, the side part, but State still has it. Here's Russell on the move and scores. What a strange sequence that was, but it ends in a bucket for Wvsu Russell, who now has 8 in the game. Second 15-point lead for State. Darnell in trouble, gets it to Huffman, and a collision, and boy, they're going to call that one on Huffman with 1:13 to go here in the third. D'Angelo checks out. Hall is back in. Wvsu Russell. Guarded by Bree Wilson. Peyton Shears. Wvsu Russell, under a minute to go in this third quarter. State leading by 15. Russell throwing a pass. I believe it was intended for Hall. Instead, Fairmont comes away with the basketball, but they cannot capitalize. Back the other way. State with it. Russell will take it and stripped away, but last touching Russell. 39.8 showing on this third quarter clock. Huffman trying to get it to Darnell, but throws it away into the hands of Shears and down to a wide open Hall, who could not get it to go through. This team just a bit reckless at the moment. Huffman comes out. Lamb is in. She has it. Gets it back to Darnell. Darnell ahead to Kochman. Kochman going to set those feet, and her shot went. She really just didn't have it the way she wanted, but almost went in. But Fairmont going to get another chance. Here's Hall. Her shot will not go. Wilson goes for the missed shot and will be fouled by Chloe Sheresny out of Salem, Ohio, number 2. Her first. Five new players in now for West Virginia State with Bree Wilson at the line. Big free throws here with 12.5 to go in the third. You're down 15. Got to make them all count. And Bree Wilson sinks the first. Wilson now has 4 in the game. Fairmont is 13 of 22 at the line. State 19 of 28. And Wilson has both. Young lady out of Parkersburg High School. 3-time All-Stater and a part of 2 state championship teams. Here's Harmeyer. Don't let her open. State going for the miss, and they draw the foul with 4.8 remaining here in the third. Now, no fans, but boy, just a good-looking shot. Of course, the seats are pushed back, but boy, what a beautiful arena here at West Virginia State. The Walker Convocation Center, the entire complex, the arena named after Doris and Walter Johnson, and the court in honor of Lester Raines, men's assistant coach. Fields. Couldn't get the second one to drop. 77-63. The shot is good. That is good by Kochman. Just let it loose, and what a big bucket. An 11-point deficit, but it was 14. We head to the fourth. Kochman getting it to drop. The conference's leading scorer. We head to the fourth on Video Productions.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
You have dreams.
Where do you start to build the skills necessary to make them happen?
At West Virginia State, you learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
The Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take.
Well, Kochman hit that big shot as the horn sounded to make it an 11-point game. Away we go to the fourth, and Fairmont with the basketball. Trying to get it to single digits here on this first possession of the final 10. Pass down low, intended for Wilson. I believe last touch by Harmeyer. Fairmont's basketball. Gracie Lamb. Sierra Kochman. Alyssa D'Angelo. Katie Darnell, Bree Wilson in there for Fairmont. Shot from way outside by Kochman, would not go. Fields driving and scoring. Fields has had a terrific game. The Shriver Shears, Charity Shears, that is. Destiny Fields, Madison Riley, Shelby Harmeyer on the floor for State. Kochman's three will not go. Last bucket by Fields gives her 20. Kochman has 18 to lead Fairmont. There's the drive by Fields. It gave her 20. Wilson just picked up her 4th foul. She heads out for Fairmont. Shriver. Charity Shears. Madison Riley cut off there. Ball is tapped around, and Riley finds Harmeyer, and Harmeyer will score it. Harmeyer in double figures with 10. A steal by State. Shriver couldn't get it to go, but look at Fields go up and get it to go. Fields' 4th point here of this 4th quarter, 83-66. Darnell dishing. Gibbs, a little too strong. Gibbs going to get another try at it, and boy, just could not get it to go. And State going to try to pad this lead. Right now is at 17. Biggest lead of the game. Fields trying to get it to Harmeyer. Good play by Darnell. Krochman had it, but she loses it. Lamb had her hands on it, but West Virginia State with the basketball. Here's Fields, and Fields is going to draw contact, but that's going to go against Fields. So it is 83-66. Katie Darnell gets it into Lamb. Ahead they go to Hall. And here's Kochman with it. Back out to Lamb. Lamb between the circles, in trouble. Goes to Hall, posting up, and her shot too strong. Pass down the floor. Russell with it. Goes to Whitehead. Alexis Hall. Here is Shears, Peyton Shears, and her 3 unable to fall through. Foul's going to be on Fairmont's Hall. Putting Alexis Hall at the line. Hall in the game with 12 points. 3 of 9 from the field. She's got a couple of threes, and she's a perfect 4 for 4 at the line. State is 20 of 30 as a team, and Hall couldn't get it to go. Up and in with the second attempt. It's 84-66. Now our biggest lead of 18. Tuttle hit a big 3 there in the third. Here is Kochman. Trying to make something happen here for the Lady Falcons. And across to Darnell, making a nice move. Couldn't get it to go, but there is Gibbs with the putback. Gibbs now with 9 in the game. It's 84-68. Under 6.5 to go. State coming in 5-4. Fairmont 3-6. Men's game to follow here on Video Productions between Brian Poor's Yellow Jackets and Tim Koenig's Fairmont Falcons, and driving and scoring. Well, so the foul called on, I believe, on Whitehead. Well, Fairmont had the ball, losing it. State comes away with it. And a nice little pass there. And slipping free is Charity Shears, who has 5 in the game now. 86-68. Here's Tuttle. They've gotten a piece of that from behind was Riley. Riley will bring it across the timeline. Hannah Shriver out of North Marion, so a couple of former North Marion players on the floor with Shriver and Tuttle. Opposite sides. There's that last bucket by State. State leading by 18. Shriver getting into the corner to Shears. Her shot would not drop, and Darnell snags the rebound. Tuttle from the corner. Her shot, no good. Madison Riley out of Buford, Georgia. Shears again, three-pointer on its way. Wouldn't go. Gibbs got the rebound, and we got a foul called. So Sierra Kochman will be whistled for the foul. Sure if the player foul section of the scoreboard is working. They haven't flashed up the last couple of fouls. There's Harmeyer scoring for State. Harmeyer now has 12. Kochman's with 2 personals. Darnell, Gibbs, and Huffman on the floor for Fairmont, all with 3, and State with Shriver and Harmeyer each with 3. Breaking the action. It's West Virginia State by 20 over Fairmont on Video Productions.
Have dreams.
You have dreams.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
For more than 125 years, West Virginia State University has been educating generations of students who have gone on to change the world.
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
20-point edge for State over Fairmont State, 88-68. Men's game coming up here from inside the Walker Convocation Center. We will have it for you on Video Productions. Bob Boland will join me for the call of the men's game. Shot from the outside. Kochman can't get it to go. Gibbs with the rebound off the glass and in. Gibbs 4 points here in the fourth quarter. And for the game, she has 9. Check that, 11 for Gibbs now. On the move, shot by Reeves, no good. The Yellow Jackets are going to keep the ball, alternating possession. Clea Cunningham, Peyton Shears, Alexis Hall, ZZ Russell, and Serena Reeves in the game at the moment for State. Fairmont counters with Katie Darnell, Jalen Gibbs, Presley Tuttle, Sierra Kochman, and Madeline Huffman. On the drive, nice maneuvering by Cunningham. Cunningham now with 13. in the game. A collision at midcourt. ZZ Russell and Tuttle collide. There's Cunningham out of Homewood, Alabama with the move there. Foul was on Russell, her fourth. Substitutions galore for State. Darnell into Huffman. Down low to Gibbs. Gibbs up against Harmeyer. Couldn't get it to go. Gibbs again and gets the bucket and draws the foul. So Gibbs now with 15 in the game. Foul was on Fields, her third. Gibbs could not convert the three-point play. 90-72. Plenty of time for State to get over the century mark again. Shot is good by Fields. And Fields has had a great game here this afternoon for West Virginia State. Leads all scorers with 24. Darnell on the move. One-hander up and in for Darnell. And Darnell's made her presence felt here today. Her sophomore season back in the Kanawha Valley. She has 15. 92-74. We're going to have a whistle. Foul called on State. So Charity Shears picking up her third foul. All right, so State making changes again as Huffman brings it across. Darnell has it. On the move, Kochman couldn't get it to drop. Cheresny, Cunningham, Hall, Jada Higgins, who's seeing her first action of the day, and ZZ Russell in there for State. Fairmont's Darnell. Darnell driving through traffic and is fouled. Katie Darnell connects. State 4 times this season has hit the century mark. Darnell makes both free throws and almost had a fifth, 99 points in a loss to Wheeling. Katie Darnell, 17. Kochman is the leader for Fairmont with 18. Again, Fields leads all scorers. Here's Cheresny on the move. Cheresny a little too strong. Darnell. Ahead she goes to Kochman. Kochman stepped out of bounds. Just a little too much on that pass. Schreiber. Over to Fields. Fields off the glass and in. Fields. 8 points here in the quarter, and then a steal by Riley. Or make that Fields. Forgive me. Fields with 28 in the game. And Fields with 28. 4 fouls now for Fields as Gibbs goes to the line. Destiny Fields, 11 of 15. 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Gibbs can't get the free throws to go. Gibbs, one of 3 Fairmont players in double figures. Now Shriver and Huffman collide, and that foul will go on Shriver. Shriver with 4 fouls. 20-point state lead. Hall, the former Capital player, drives, and she's fouled. Charity Shears with her 4th foul. So Jertea Hall will step to the line. Hall has 9 in the game. Shot is up and in. Four or 5 at the line. We get 5 of 6, 11 for Hall. So 4 players in double figures now for Fairmont. But State and all of its depth going to get the win here. 96-78. Here's Riley on the move. Now she'll bring it back out, and Harmeyer will launch and connect. Now that's the shot they love to get with her. On the move. Shot no good by Hall. Here comes State. Will they try to get to 100? Charles Marshalls and get it across the timeline. And they may stay right here at 99, which would be a second time this season. And they've gone over the century mark 4 times, but they are content with 99 and the 99-78 win. West Virginia State improves to 6-4. Fairmont State drops to 3-7. 99-78 your final. We'll recap it in a moment. You're watching live streaming coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball featuring West Virginia State University on Video Productions.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport. The Honda CR-V EX is loaded with premium features that you don't have to pay a premium for. Like a turbocharged engine for great performance and fuel efficiency. With advanced features like a blind spot information system. Plus, Apple CarPlay integration for your iPhone. And the best part is, in the CR-V, premium is standard. Contact your Honda dealer to learn more or shop online.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent.
99-78 is the final. West Virginia State winning it over Fairmont State. Good basketball game for quite a bit of time here before State finally pulls away from the Lady Falcons. Destiny Fields leading scorer for State with 28 points. Shelby Harmeyer had 15 for State. Sierra Kochman, the conference's leading scorer, led Fairmont with 18. Katie Darnell had 17. Jaleb Gibbs had 13. And Taya Hall had 11 for Fairmont. State improves to 6-4. Fairmont State drops to 3-7 on the season. Don't forget, coming up, we have the men's game for you. Bob Boland will join me, and we'll have live streaming coverage of State and Fairmont right here on Video Productions. We thank you so much for joining us here inside the Walker Convocation Center on the beautiful campus of West Virginia State. For our great crew, I'm Mark Martin saying so long from Institute, where State has beaten Fairmont 99-78. All games airing on Video Productions are streaming live and archived on Video Productions. This has been a presentation of Butch Mounts and Video Productions. Look at you.